Hey guys, welcome back to another season of Witches of the Moon. I am your Thursday host, Dia, aka Oreo of OreoOasis.com. Happy New Year, happy Yule, happy whatever holiday y'all celebrate. Blessed be. Okay, welcome back for another season, and our first topic this season is charging tools. Um, okay, charging tools. Is it important? It is to a degree. I think when you first get into it, knowing how to charge tools. Well, first of all, what is charging tools? Okay, charging tools is basically just letting the tool gather specific vibrations and energies, and also getting in alignment with your energy and your vibration. That's literally what you're doing with your charging tool. You're putting in energies and the vibrations into that tool, so that tool can work for you during a specific spiritual working spell, whatever you want to call it. This tool already has enough energy built in it, so when you go towards a spell, you're either adding more energy or you don't have to use as much of your energy. So in saying that, in charging tools, um, in the beginning, it is kind of, to me, in the beginning, like if it's a new tool, it's important to let it build that energy, let it acclimate, which is probably the wrong word I'm looking for, but let it get in tune with. I'm doing this like y'all can see my hands. Ooh. Anyway, let it get in tune with your energy, the energy of the altar that it's on, if it's on the altar, or the energy of the closet that you keep it in. This is one of the reasons for me. It's good for me. It's for me. I can't say for everybody. It's good for me to keep tools that are just for general use, and it's good for me to keep tools that are specific for certain things and that are kept separate from each other. Because again, the energy blends and all that gets into the tool. And when you have a tool that you use for, say, if you had a tool that you use for prosperity, now you may want to use it for protection, or you maybe want to use it to send something back to somebody. You're going to have to spend a lot of time cleaning that tool, um, to get it to go back to do, to clean that tool to get it to go back to just prosperity work. Because you don't want to be sending prosperity to send to you back to where it came from, right? So this is why, first of all, to me, you should have separate tools for separate things. Some tools for general purposes, and then some for separate things. Then, understanding and charging. Now, when it comes to understanding what charging is, sorry. Now, once you understand what charging really is, when it comes to actually charging that tool, there's multiple ways to charge. You could charge with water, you could charge with incense, you could charge with candles, you could charge with sunlight, you could charge with moonlight, you could charge with crystals, you could charge with just, if you have nothing else, you could charge with just your prayers, your words, your intentions. You could charge with certain mantras. Um, there's some YouTube videos that play certain mantras. You could charge with that energy. You could charge with music. I will say, if you charge with music, pay attention to every word in that song before you use that song to charge your tools. Like, say if it's a song that you like, that's a prosperity song, make sure that the song actually talks about prosperity all the way through. Because most songs take you through a story, and we never actually pay attention to the actual story of the song. So make sure you pay attention to the whole words of the song, because that's the vibration energy you're putting into your tool. Okay, but yeah, you can charge. There's a lot of ways to charge, basically. Um, okay, so now once that's charged, it's charging. It's absorbing everything around it. It's absorbing the energy that you put into it. It's absorbing the energy of its environment, and it's also getting in alignment and absorbing your energy as well. So with that being said, once you have a tool that you have for a while, you don't have to consciously charge it as much, um, because this is why, it's cool to try out new things. You should always try new things, but you always should have some, or build up some things that you have for years, and it has that energy and it's in alignment with you. And if nothing else, you could just go right to those tools. Uh, Trying to think what else I want to cover in charging tools. Um, How important is it? How important charging is will be really depends on your walk, um, your level of confidence in your work, and to me, how long you've had the tool. So there's that. And once it's charged, just again, once it's charged, you'll know once it's charged and you get used to the tool gets used to you, you'll automatically feel when it needs to be cleansed, and you'll automatically feel when the vibration of something feels low, because you'll feel a little bit low because you're connected to this stuff, right? And this is how old school people knew when, this is how, even, okay, when it comes to charges, the people charge stuff and don't even know they're charging stuff, right? This is how old school people, especially my great grandmother, she was famous for this. She knew when someone was in her home before soon as she walked through the door, she knew somebody was in her home. Why? Because she knew that her home was connected to her. She opened her door and just knew someone had been in her home, and she was never wrong. Because my grandfather was a hoe, but my grandfather was a hoe, but it wasn't like someone was telling. They didn't have telephones back then to call and be like, hey, da 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 da. She ain't had time to stop at her neighbor's house and be like, well, do what you see my son doing. She knew when she walked through that door whether he had somebody in there or not, or whether he had been home the whole time he was supposed to be home, or if he was out running the streets and then just got home before she got home. She knew as soon as she opened the door, she looked around, and could instantly tell. And then she walked into her home. So, I said that to say that because I know this video's getting long, that, over time, things naturally connect to things, naturally charge, and we're naturally connected to our tools. But that takes time. So as time goes on, charging is not, it's there if you get a new tool. It has to get acclimated. It's almost like bringing in a new member of the family, a new pet or something. They have to get acclimated into the family. You have to get in line with everything. Family has to get adjusted to them, just to that. Your tools have to get adjusted to new tools. That tool has to get adjusted to other tools. You see if these tools work together. All that's involved in charging a tool before you use the tool. So yeah, it's important, I think, in the beginning stages of either buying something new or you just being new. But as you go on, I don't think it's that important. And then when you start bringing in the full moon and astrology and stuff, okay, the full moon is a big deal for a lot of people. I still love the full moon and work with the full moon. However, when you work with the full moon, you have to realize what the full moon is for, what sign the full moon is in. When you go into that deep, you realize, okay, certain things shouldn't be done on the full moon. But once you go deeper to astrology, you realize anything can be done on the full moon. So while the full moon is important, it's not as, oh, the moon is here, we can't do this at all. But it takes more understanding and going deeper to that to know what to use it for. Okay, this video is like all over the place with charging tools. I hope you got something out of it. But anyway, Happy New Year. I hope y'all have a prosperous year. I'm wrapping this up because I can ramble on about anything and everything. And I'm going to do better, y'all. I'm going to start having bullet points. I'm going to start having a paper over here with bullet points I want to talk about. So that I'm not rambling like this. I can't do this in 2020. I refuse to be rambling on and on. But yeah, y'all, stay blessed to be a blessing. And, any of y'all who live in South Florida, in the West Palm Beach area, that's where I'm at. Lake Worth is having a lunar market 2 nights. From 6 to 10 p.m. I will be one of the vendors there at the Lake Worth Lunar Market. You can look it up. It's called the Lake Worth Lunar Market. I will be one of the vendors there. I will be doing readings at a very heavily discounted price. I will have my readings there. I will have some of my spiritual oils there. I'll be selling my spiritual children's books there as one of the vendors. My best friend will be there too. Tanya Gems will be out there with all the crystals. And we Soliana Skies, there's so many other great vendors that's going to be out there. I'm hoping the cheese guy come back. I ain't get a chance to talk to him myself. I'm hoping the cheese guy come back because I want that truffle cheese. Yeah. Anyway, if y'all in the area, come out tonight. Support, walk around. Don't just support me. Support everybody where you can. Of course, support me. There's that. But don't just, just walk around, see what you like, mix and mingle. Meet new people, talk to the people, find different ways to charge yourself by just getting different energies. How about that? But yeah, okay. So everybody stay blessed to be a blessing, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.